What's happening, PGA DFS fans? Welcome to my top 5 sleepers video for the RBC Heritage. I know there may be a little bit of Masters hangover, but we have 250,000 reasons to get over that very quickly as we turn our focus over to Hilton Head and the RBC Heritage. So, last week, we had a pretty good week with these sleepers. We nailed a couple of top 10s. We went 4 of 5. The only sleeper to miss the cut was Jordan Spieth. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to run it back with him this week, as he's going to be the only golfer above 8,500 in salary to be projected with under 5% owned this week. There's a little bit of tease, so maybe go a little bit out of order here, but I want to make sure you guys like and subscribe to our channel here. We're coming out with new videos and a plethora of great content all the time. Best way to get notified about them is to subscribe. Also subscribe to our sports betting channel, our OddsShopper YouTube channel, where you can get all your sports betting needs, including some fire takes that we had last week for the Masters. So let's jump right in to our sponsored video from Yahoo. Tell you about a sweet deal we've got going on with them in just a little bit as we go over these sleepers here. We're going to start down at the 7,100 price target with Anirban Lahiri. Man, he's had a great season. Not just maybe just starting with, yeah, okay, we'll say that. Starting with the second place at the Players' Championship. For somebody like Lahiri, is obviously, might even be career-changing, but he's also had a nice stretch of golf on this golf course the last couple of years. And I know he didn't play as well maybe as he wanted to at Valero, but still, as we take a look at Lahiri's stats for this year's, the strokes gained rank, 52nd off the tee. That is so good for him. 199 on the approach. We know that needs to get better. 72nd around the green and 115 putting. But also, he gets very hot with this club. He's very, very hot with the putter, where one week he could be totally off and the next one he's back at it. So take a look at him. He's coming off a 13th place finish at the Valero. Again, not great success here. A miscut and did not play a couple of years ago. So we'll look for Lahiri to bounce back and make a little bit of hay here this week at Hilton Head. All right, next guy I want to talk about has also not played very well here at all. It's Aaron Wise. Aaron Wise has missed the cut in each of the 2 years here. He has taken a little bit of time off. In my opinion, probably needs it, as his ball striking stats should yield much better results than it has this year. Check it, take a look in. Again, missed the cut the last 2 years here. Off the tee, ranked 30th. On the approach, ranked 36th. Round the green, 93rd and 164 putting. So for Aaron Wise, at only 1.7% projected owned, which, again, that's exactly what Lahiri's at as well. You can go 5 to 7, 8% of these guys and get a ton of leverage, and that is what I'm looking for here this week. Now, the sixth offer might be owned a little bit more, just 5% though. Dylan Frittelli, here's a guy that's coming in at $7,400 this week at DraftKings. And coming off of one of his best performances of the year at the Valero, coming in 8th. And when he did that a few years ago, didn't play in the Masters, came to the RBC Heritage, also came in 8th. So got some pretty good course history, also came in 56th last year. So when we look at Frittelli, maybe not the makeup that we'd think for this golf course, but he's so good scrambling on these small greens that he does not make many big numbers or bogeys. Off the tee this year, 165th. Oh, that shouldn't matter all that much here. 76th on the approach, 77th around the green, and 137th putting for Dylan Frittelli. Just 5% owned for him here this week. All right, last two guys. I already previewed Jordan Spieth, but now we're going to talk about Harold Varner, who for a time was in the mix there last week until an absolute brutal back nine on Saturday. Probably played in the toughest conditions. It was cold, it was windy, it was crisp out there, and Varner just couldn't kick it. But now he comes to a course after a very solid Sunday at Augusta, and he came in second last year, still searching for his first PGA Tour win. We all know it's going to come. I don't know if he'll be able to win and then go on the run that, say, Scotty Scheffler's been on, but still a PGA Tour win for Harold Varner is the goal. Could become here this week. Again, a second place finish last year. Let's take a look at his strokes gained, how he's getting it done. He's 121 off the tee, 85 on the approach, 21 around the green, and 96 putting. All right, last guy we're going to talk about it. Jordan Spieth here this week. He hasn't come here all that much. Certainly after Augusta, went in years past. He hasn't played all that much. Came a couple of years ago, came in 68th, and you'd have to go all the way back to, say, 2015 and 14. He has made the cut in all 5 trips here, but hasn't had a top 10 here in, over 10 years. Recent form, not so good. Came in middle finishing at the Valero and obviously missed the cut at the Players. So that's why nobody wants to own him up at $9,200. Again, he's not going to be a core play for me this week, but the fact that I can get 12% Jordan Spieth and be 3, 4, maybe 2x the field, I think I'm going to have to take that. As we look at his strokes gained stats for this year, if you've been following me, you know that the short game is the problem. He's ranked 110th around the green and 141st with his putter, but his ball striking has been better, 62nd off the tee and 93rd on the approach. Still, I'm not recommending a core play here this week for Spieth, but at 4% owned, I think you've got to at least take a look to put him in some of your lineups here. So, all right, that's going to do it for me here in the top 5 sleepers for the RBC Heritage. Again, let me tell you about a sweet deal we've got with Yahoo. If you want to see all these projections for the entire field, this is a great way to take advantage of it. Join our Awesemo Plus side for free for a month. All you got to do, go to Yahoo, be a new user, sign up, make your first deposit, and play in your first paid contest. You will be set up with a free month. What's going to happen is they'll send us an email with the emails of people that signed up, made a deposit, and from there, you will get a coupon code. If you don't get one, send an email to support@awesemo.com. We'll get you squared away. So good luck this week at the RBC Heritage, If you haven't checked out my 2 other short-form videos sponsored by Yahoo, you want to check out the PGA DFS course and player preview. Also, want to check out my top 5 values. And if you want more, come join Ben and I on the Live Before Lock show Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Eric will be back from Augusta. He'll be on the PGA DFS strategy show on Tuesday afternoon with Ben. So check them out as well. All right, everybody, good luck this week. Win the plaid jacket here at the RBC Heritage, and we will see you next week. Good luck, everybody. Cheers.